Alright, so there was a new update. I guess I missed the update yesterday because I guess I just didn't go on. So I kind of forgot, so yeah. But Bison are here. So yeah, that's kind of cool. There was like some picture, like usually they will post pictures on like Instagram of like a little teaser of the next animal, but I don't really use Instagram anymore because, if you know, you know. But, I saw other people sharing it around and then I was like, what the fuck is it supposed to be? And then people in the comments were like, oh, it's Bison. And I was like, what? Because like the picture was like really weird looking. I might have to look at it again because I was like kind of confused of like what the heck is this? What am I looking at? So yeah, but I guess here's Bison. I guess the comments were right. But yeah, so yeah, the best boyvid. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Is making a comeback. Bison were once brought to the brinks of extinction in North America, but now protected herds are growing stronger. It's like, fuck yeah. We need to protect these fluffy dudes. And then there's the Bison bundle, and it comes with an exclusive outfit. So, yeah. And then there is stuff about spring and with the blooming flowers and stuff. So, yeah, keep an eye out for spring blossoms after it rains in Vermont. Tap on these special flowers to play a new minigame. So these flowers, usually you just click on it and then it would just give you like gems or whatever, but I guess now they made a minigame for it, so that's kind of cool. Alright, and then this one is something about the Voyagers, I guess, for the Bison thingy, because the Bison bundle has a Voyager outfit, so I guess this is what it's kind of based off of, I guess. So, yeah, the Voyagers were expert French-Canadian rowers who padded, paddled boats along the rivers of North America to transport shipments from one place to another. They worked from the 1700s to the 1800s. So, yeah, they would take cargo and stuff on boats before they had, like, because when was the first, like, airplane made? I would have to look that up. And then, like, airplanes that would carry cargo, like, when was that made? Because I think the airplanes that were first made were kind of small, and I feel like they probably couldn't carry that much. So, at some point there would have to be bigger and stronger airplanes. And I think the airplanes that were first made, it was like the way that they were made, they probably couldn't really carry that much. So I'm guessing it was a little bit before they had other planes to probably carry a bunch of stuff. So, usually it was like boats or, horses and stuff. You could have like a carriage sort of thing on land, or I guess boat. I wonder if like boat be faster than on land then? Because I feel like that would kind of make sense. But yeah, and then at some point with airplanes, then that would be even faster. So yeah, that's kind of interesting history there. I would have to look up for like the whole airplane thing though, because I don't know exactly how all that stuff was, but yeah. And then there is Jamagram contest winners, so you can do whatever shit with that. They've been doing this sort of thing for a while, so yeah. Anyways, then they have the actual art itself here. That's cool, and then they give credit to the people here. I think before there was something about how they did some contest thing and then they didn't credit the person that made saying, I think it was an item, I think it was, and it was kind of just like, why aren't you crediting the original artist? It's kind of weird, but yeah. Now they're actually putting names under these, so that's cool. So I guess these will be in the thing when you send a letter to a friend. And then, yeah, jamograms. Yeah, it's a jamogram thing. So if you send a letter or jamogram to a friend or whoever, then you can use these artworks for that. And then there's the pack run Firefly Frenzy, which if you're in a pack you can do this, but yeah. I should do this thingy over here. Alright, so I am going to go to Jamal Township here to Sapphire Shop, and then we should be able to see the Bison here. Big fluffy cow thing or whatever. But yeah, here they have a little like hat thing, and he's got some grass in his mouth. Is that just normal bison? Oh no, the grass is part of the bundle. Okay, the grass through in his mouth is part of the bundle. And then there's some like feather thing armband and some like I don't know. Is that it's like a belt but it looks like it's more like just a thing of fabric tied around him that is, whatever. And it has like a little pouch thingy to carry stuff and then this other like scarf thingy. So yeah, we can actually see. So yeah, there's a waist stash, the reed, which I guess is probably the grass, and then the knee sash, the I can I even say that word? It's like the hat thingy, and then there's the bandana around his neck. So yeah, and then again, if we take it off, then there it is without any of that stuff. So yeah, okay, and then I think we can go over here and see the rest of the things that are coming. So there's a pet loon that is coming, which looks kind of cute. And there is the Lakeside Cabin Den bundle, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting. And then what else? Was there really anything else? I guess there's the whatever part, but yeah, there's not really much else to really look at. I mean, I guess we could look at the jamgram thingies and just like if I'm gonna write one to like whatever, then we can kind of look at this. So yeah, there's this one, and they do have the names at the top for this. But yeah, these are the new ones. The little fox with the dove, and a little like gecko dude, and the rock with the U rock on it. And then these are other ones that were from before, but yeah, those are the gemgrams that are new here. So yeah, I think that's kind of it. I mean, I could buy the bison. I mean, I could do the bundle, but I kind of don't really know if I really want the bundle. So I think I could just get the bison itself, and then, yeah, let's go with something like this. I don't know. Whatever. That works, I guess. I at least try to go with something that kind of makes sense, even though it's kind of like whatever. But yeah, here's the little bison. I guess he's not very little. Bison are actually fucking giant. But yeah, so here's the dance thing. He kind of, I guess, spins around in a circle and shakes his little hands. And then this one, he kind of, I guess, jumps around a little bit. He like digs his foot in the ground and then jumps forward. And then the hop. Oh, he's not gonna jump. Okay. He just shakes his head. No, he's not gonna jump. Here he's sitting. That's a good sit for for the bison. That actually works. And then they sleep, which, yeah. I mean, you know, what are they really gonna do with a giant animal like this, you know? But yeah, I guess that's kind of it. I don't think there's really anything else I need to look at. So, yeah. Anyway, so I guess that'll be it for this video then, too. So, I guess bye then.